It's time for Mewtwo. Oh yeah, that's why I was gonna say give the Quick Claw to Mewtwo, is because if you could proc Quick Claw and then have the flinch.
What did I say, Brayden? What did I say?
Who is this?
What did I say?
I thought that's sturdy.
Jesus.
Okay. Okay. So, couple things. First of all, let's assume that this was sturdy, okay, and that Onyx survives with 1 HP. Jinx is just faster and instantly kills you again, okay? Second of all, sturdy doesn't work that way in Gen 3, and not for another generation. It only starts working that way in Gen 5. In Gen 3, it only blocks when it KO moves. I don't even, I can't. I can't. No, oh, but if he had the Quick Claw, yeah. Yeah, the Quick Claw would have saved him for, Jesus Christ. Educational content, by the way. This is just a case study for you to learn about your, anyway. What's going on, YouTube? I suck at YouTube intros, so I just kind of gonna run with this. I'm hold on, I got an important notification. Never mind. I'm Pokemon Challenges. I'm probably the best Nuzlocker in the world, and today we're going to be reacting to Alpharad, how I survived my first Pokemon Nuzlocke. As always, we have like 3,000 or 4,000 hours of Pokemon Nuzlocking experience. Most people that we react to on this channel do not. These videos are not meant to dunk on people or to show you guys how bad they are and how good I am. They're meant as case studies for you guys to improve your own Nuzlocking as we critique these creators. And they're also meant to grow my channel because reaction videos do really well. All right, let's get into it, boys. Alpharad. I gotta say, I haven't watched much of their content, so kind of going into this with a blank slate. Let's see what happens. I actually wonder, have I watched any of this guy's videos? Oh, he has this one. Jesus, 10 million views. No, I haven't seen any of these.
Believe it or not, I've never actually done a Pokemon Nuzlocke before. I was always more concerned with making friends out of these adorable little creatures instead of, you know, forcing them into the fatal crusade of war. If you don't know, a Nuzlocke is the best way to turn this stupid baby game into a masochist's wet dream.
To make the game playably hard, I would say, if, you know, you're an adult with gaming experience, but that's another way to put it for sure.
Rules are simple. You can only catch the first Pokemon you encounter in each area, and if a Pokemon faints, that's it, they're dead, fade to black, Skyrim. Now, there are some additional rules I've added, but the most...
Okay, permanent, yep, nicknaming them all, okay, true, can only catch the first Pokemon per route, okay, battle mode set, very important, playing on set changes the game completely from playing on Switch, if you don't know the difference. If you play on set, after you kill an enemy Pokemon, AI just sends in their next Pokemon. If you play on Switch, after you kill an enemy Pokemon, there will be a prompt on your screen. Hey, the AI is sending in this Pokemon next. Would you like to switch? It completely puts momentum in your favor of the game at all times. Makes the game insanely easy. Yeah, set mode is the closest we have to an in-game hard mode option on Pokemon. Whiting out is a loss. This is usually what people play with as well, because it's kind of boring to white out and then have to like use the last scraps in your PC. You're probably going to lose anyway after you white out, so you might as well play it with that. It also just makes it a little bit more high stakes.
Most messed up one is that the Nuzlocke
dupes clause is a pretty important one. So you can only, like, if you have already caught a Pokemon and you encounter that Pokemon again, you skip it and you go to the next encounter instead.
Forces you to give a nickname to each and every Pokemon you catch, forcing an emotional attachment to them all. So when Butterfree dies, you just murdered Jeremy, and that blood is on your hands. If your entire team whites out, that's it. The run just dies like Jeremy's family. So, with everything in place for this to go horribly, it was finally time to embark on our journey.
And if you like the video, please subscribe because it helps out a lot. Thank you.
Wow, thanks for the call to action. Hey, if you like my videos, only like % of people that watch my videos are subscribed, so go click the subscribe button. Even if you think you're subscribed, you're probably not, because you keep getting my videos recommending you to subscribe.
Personally, I thought a fitting choice for my first Nuzlocke would be Pokemon Fire Red, as it's one of the few versions that has the Kanto region.
True. I did make a video about this, actually. I do think, if you don't have any big personal preference, Fire Red, Leaf Green are probably the best games to do your first Nuzlocke on. They're pretty easy, pretty straightforward. They have a pretty good encounter variety. Everyone knows them. Everyone, like, knows the basic things that go into being this game. It's pretty doable, but also has its challenges, so I think it's a perfect game to start out in. Very good choice.
For my starter, I selected none other than Funko Pop the Bulbasaur.
All right, let's talk about starter choice, because we always do. Bulbasaur is a good choice. I think all 3 starters in Fire Red Leaf Green are definitely viable. Charmander is obviously going to be a little bit weaker early, because you're going to have problems with Brock, but, I mean, Brock's pretty easy mode anyway. Bulbasaur does well against the first, like, 3 gym leaders. Ivysaur is pretty good, especially because Misty is, like, not actually that easy, so having a Pokemon for that is kind of nice. I do think overall, I mean, like, I generally advocate against picking the grass starter, because grass types just aren't that good for the main duration of the game. It just so happens that, like, the first 3 gyms have a pretty good grass matchup in this game, although it's not helped that much. Squirtle is fine. Squirtle gets you through the early game pretty well, but there's such an abundance of water types, a lot of them that are better than Squirtle. I usually advocate for your runs to always pick the fire type, because fire types are pretty rare and pretty useful. I think Charmander, if you have no other like concrete plans going through the game, is probably going to be the best starter to pick.
Simply because nobody in my chat wanted him, and I felt bad. I mean, which unfortunately puts
That's also a good reason to pick him, though. I agree with going against chat decisions.
Rival Luigi in an advantageous position with his Charmander. Nevertheless, Funko Pop should prevail, as the Nuzlocke has only just begun. No crit. I'm so scared of getting a crit in the first battle because I just sound...
That will happen.
So, let me tell you the story of my second Pokemon Nuzlocke.
That will happen, yeah. That's gonna happen on the first rival fight sometimes.
Funko Pop with less confidence, which unfortunately puts our rival Luigi 2 in an advantageous position. Despite all odds, we made it through to the first 5 minutes of our Nuzlocke. And just like...
This is a really small thing. I think the optimal way to play that fight is to growl on turn 1. I forgot. I don't know if it's the same with Bulbasaur. Regardless, if you get crit, you're probably going to be in a bad position in that fight. But it doesn't really matter. The first fight takes like 2 minutes to reset. It takes like 15 seconds to reset if you're playing on an emulator with speed up, so you're fine.
That our perilous journey has officially begun. Again,
Pog.
And for real this time. We acquired Professor Oak's balls wilderness to catch our very first Donkey Kong. The next Pokemon in our sights was a Mankey who lowered Funko Pop's health.
I talk about this a lot, okay? Playing around the crit. Seeing how he was already damaged there, he probably knew how much damage that Mankey was doing, so he knew that when he was at 4 HP, or however it was 4 HP, right?
Donkey Kong. The next Pokemon in our...
Oh, 7 HP, so he probably knows that he's dealing 5 a pop here. 6 a pop, actually, so he knows that when he's at 12 HP, he's in crit range. Crit always do double damage. It would probably be wise to start throwing balls. You don't have to get, like, for these early game weak Pokemon, you don't have to get them this low and, like, not play around the crits. You can just play it a little bit safer. Also, he's playing with potions, right? He should have, like, a potion at this point, should be able to heal up, no problem. These are just small things in the early game. It doesn't really matter because you reset so quickly, but these are, like, small optimizations you can make because crits are rare, but when they do happen, it sucks, so you gotta do your best to play around them.
To 1, but the run has only just begun, you know, so what do we have to lose? And if you can't tell by now,
bit of a risky
these
ball,
are the risks I take. This is what the rest of the run is going to look like, and I will not apologize for it. So after...
I mean, based, for sure. It's better content to play that way. We're here to learn. We're not here to judge. So, not a critique versus him, just for you to learn from his mistakes.
Collecting a new friend named Wii Sports and trekking through the forest of useless Pokemon, we were ready to tackle our very first gym.
Beedrill is actually not useless in this game at all. I guess we can talk about the encounters a little bit. I think he got a Rattata, which is pretty damn strong, especially with Guts. You can, like, pre-poison, pre-burn before a fight and, like, sweep through. I don't know, when you get Facade in this game. Mankey's pretty damn strong, especially once you get, like, past Surge and you evolve it into Primeape. Pretty damn good Pokemon. And then, Beedrill is actually pretty nice early game. If you take the time to grind it up before the gym, get it to level 10, you know, get your Beedrill. It obviously doesn't beat Brock or anything, but I mean, you have your Bulbasaur for that. But for, like, stuff like Misty's Starmie or, like, just a bunch of, like, random fights, Beedrill is pretty good, actually, for the early game. So you probably should be using it.
Which we were already under-leveled for, which is not great, but that's what makes it exciting. On the next route, I was presented with a potential Nidoqueen on a silver platter.
Nice.
All I needed to do was throw a...
Because we can see, I mean, he also has a Pidgey as an encounter. This one's also not bad. However, I think he's underrating the other encounters here. Rattata also evolves really early, and it gets really early Hyper Fang. It's like one of the best Pokemon he has right now, and he probably should be leveling it more. The team's looking fine, though. I wonder if he can actually catch this.
Another Pokeball.
Does this have double kick yet?
I don't think Scratch will kill.
I'm pretty sure Scratch can kill here. Mankey has pretty high attack. He has a huge level advantage. This is at a fine HP to throw balls. Like, you don't have to weaken it into red every time. This is a level 6 Nidoran. You can just throw balls here. This is... It's probably going to be okay if you're going to take a risk otherwise, right? Low kick, I think, might... I'm not really sure what Nidoran's like weight is, but low kick might be a play here. Probably does less damage than Scratch.
It sure is screaming, though.
But, like, what if it does?
Oops.
Are you a pussy?
Just throw a Pokeball. You can take the
There
damage.
you go. There you go.
It's to be expected. It's to be expected.
Kids, let this be a lesson in toxic masculinity. It's better to be called a pussy than a serial murderer.
True.
I redeemed my crippling insecurities by purchasing an investment called Magikarp, who was named after my favorite movie of all time, Spy Kids 3. Beyond
Good
Mount
movie.
Moon, we saw a glimpse of the second.
Oh, also Magikarp, by the way, one of the best encounters in all of Nuzlocke ever. All the time. It's so good. Gyarados is like, even in Gen 3, when you don't have physical water moves, is insanely good. Level that as quickly as you can, because Gyarados has an insane typing, an insane ability, and really good stats. Use that every time you get it.
Gym and their leader, Misty, who is coincidentally weak to Funko Pops, as most humans naturally are. Luckily, Funko Pop solo this one as he sleeps and sweeps. At
That's
this
where
moment in
Ivysaur
time, I
shines in this
realized,
game.
Wow, this is easy.
Yeah. I don't know about having the Oddish on this team. It's not really good at this point. Gloom isn't very good either. You really need to level that Rattata, though, at this point.
There is absolutely no way that it could be humbled by this game. We might as well head straight towards the third gym, you know? And on that path, we found the daycare, who could look after a Magikarp per se. And I learned that
That's also a
every
way to do
singular
it.
step you take results in 1 XP for the Pokemon in the daycare. So, let me introduce you to my own new form of grinding. Ah, Gyarados! Nice! Wow, how unexpected. I forgot that we had to go on a
Nice.
funny boat before the gym. Perfect.
Oh, get it, guys. SS Rhydon, because Rhydon learns Surf and also something my dick. Okay.
Before the gym, but luckily we were able to pick up a Diglett named Lava Girl along the way, as this is the perfect counter for everything that Boomer Warvet stood for.
What do you mean, luckily we were able to pick... You know it's called Diglett Cave, right? Never. Okay.
We managed to conquer foe after foe until locking eyes over yet another fateful encounter with Luigi 2. The atmosphere felt familiar, but there was a new sense of bloodlust in the air. This time...
This is actually a pretty hard fight. You can see the power of Eradicate in this fight, for example. This is a pretty tough fight. In a lot of runs. His Pokemon are like pretty high level, pretty evolved and stuff. There's a lot of like type variety. Let's see how he does here. I'm feeling he's not going to do well.
Luigi 2 wasn't going down alone.
Yep. That's going to kill. Hyper Fang's like 80 base power. It's 120 with stab, if you didn't know. Say if the same type attack boost means that if the move they use is the same type as your Pokemon, you get a 50% damage boost. That's a lot of damage from Hyper Fang. Mankey doesn't have very high defense. Probably need a better plan
The
here.
rest of the battle was a success, but how could anyone say that in good faith knowing about the events that transpired? I learned a tragic lesson that sometimes death is inevitable, but this one felt preventable. A general could lose an entire army.
It probably
but
was
you
very
would
preventable,
always
yeah.
remember the first soldier to fall. And in honor of Mankey, I will never let such a foolish mistake happen.
Why are you using your Diglett again? Listen, okay, sorry. Diglett is really low HP and really low defenses. It's insanely weak. It'll die to literally like being stubbed with a finger, okay? Don't do this shit, all right? In your Nuzlocke. Don't. If you don't have a one-hit KO with your Diglett, you're not using it, okay? Just don't. Treat it like a Magikarp until it evolves or has a one-hit KO, all right? It's literally a glass cannon.
Again.
It's gonna die here.
Oh, never mind.
I will never let such a foolish mistake happen again, starting now. Lieutenant Surge lost 2 Pokemon right at the start. which
Ooh,
is something
dig
I
Eradicate,
exactly
that's
relate to.
right.
And it's pretty ironic to lose Mankey to Eradicate only to use an evolved Donkey Kong to... okay. Yeah, that's fine. I find it equal parts in.
Wait, why does he have 4 Mons on his team? Why didn't he bring more? One of them is Gyarados. Normally, I advocate for bringing Gyarados to your electric gyms because it's a pivot. So what does that mean, right? So a pivot means that, let's say he had his like Diglett or Dugtrio or Geodude or something on this team, right? And the other Pokemon have like coverage to attack those, but they're never going to use their electric type moves on it, right? And let's say you want to switch like to your Ivysaur, but you want to switch on an electric move and not like the Body Slam or whatever they're using, right? You can pivot to your Gyarados, bait the electric type move, and then go into your Ivysaur. That's the usefulness. I'm pretty sure his Ivysaur can finish this Raichu. I mean, that Raichu's a menace, but like bringing 2 Pokemon to this fight is a little bit risky, but you know.
Interesting and concerning how desensitized I have already become to the freezing embrace that is known as death. So after defeating Surge with an incredibly hype Leech Seed, we collected our 3rd gym badge and had our first existential crisis. We caught a Growlithe named Hot Dog and found
Nice.
an Eevee named
Good encounter.
Transformer, so that's pretty cool. We happened to catch Hot Dog right next to Celadon, which just so happened to sell evolutionary stones. And as our Hot Dog became a hotter dog,
Hot tip. You probably want to evolve this as late as possible because Arcanine, when you evolve it, stops learning moves, but Growlithe will keep learning moves. I don't know what you... I guess you just teach this Fire Blast from the department store. I mean, if that's good enough for you, hell yeah. But I think if you want Flamethrower, you gotta cancel. You gotta delay this evolution like for a pretty long time. You have Ivysaur, you have Pidgeotto, even Gyarados can be okay in the grass gym. You don't need to press this evolution right now. Oh, you can get a Flamethrower level 34 apparently. Or you can get it from gambling, I guess. That's true, yeah. Oh, is he going to talk about it? Okay, cool.
I learned that Arcanine, as cool as he is, doesn't learn a single move through leveling.
Nope.
Hot Dog could have been a great tool, but signature moves like Flamethrower were now off the table. So I went online to see if I could find a TM for this move anywhere, and it was only available in the Celadon Game Corner for
Nice.
4,000 coins.
Time to gamble.
Naturally, I took matters into my own hands.
I'm not really sure about Fire Red Leaf Green. I know this is true for like Platinum. I'm pretty sure in most games the fastest way to get this is to like Versus Seeker within like, I don't know if you get Amulet Coin yet, but to Versus Seeker against like weak trainers, get their money and then use that money on coins. I don't know if that plays out the same way at this point in Fire Red. Would require research, but if there's a trainer that gives a lot of money, or you can auto-fire the slots, I guess, on your emulator, but this takes a long-ass time. I think Versus Seeker is, like, way faster to get coins. Just if you ever need that.
Yo! Woo! 3 hours later, and I have officially fixed one mistake. I know I'm not doing a good job of painting myself as smart or competent, but I think I've at least revealed myself as ambitious or adaptive, which are...
And also as perseverant? Is that a word? Patient? 3 hours of grinding. Most people don't do that shit. Good job. Persistent. That's what I was looking for.
make the worst fucking...
Which is, honestly, a Nuzlocker's highest virtue. Honestly, here's my hot take. You don't need to be smart to win Nuzlocks. You just got to be really patient, and you got to be able to read all the information that's available to you, okay? That's the only thing required.
Decisions. So before we went into the 4th gym, I had a moment to reflect and recognize that flying types are super effective against grass types because at this point you can never be too sure. After collecting the damn 4th gym badge, we headed towards the downfall of Twitch Plays Pokemon. This weird spin-off plot point is really just here to introduce us to Giovanni, the baddest bad guy in the game, who doesn't really know how to play the game. On to the next plot point! I found it very ironic that within the Pokemon Tower you find Luigi 2 mourning the death of his beloved Raticate as if that little bastard didn't deserve to rot in hell. One battle later and we ran into a wild Ghastly who I admittedly nicknamed In Poor Taste. That's so
It's pretty funny.
With Saffron City opening up, it gives us access to the Fighting Dojo, Sabrina's Gym, and another Team Rocket raid. So naturally, we went and caught a Snorlax because everything else just sounded scary at the time.
Yeah, so Snorlax is pretty broken. I hope he doesn't throw it away because this is like one of the best Pokemon in the game.
Catching Yoshi opened up the path to head southbound towards Fuchsia Town, but on the way there, Funko Pop became even funkier and we made an unfunny joke. After grinding for a while, we were still underleveled, to nobody's surprise, and ready to attempt.
So he chose to evolve his Eevee into Jolteon, which I think, given the other options in this game, is probably good. Water types, as I said, are abundant. Electric types are pretty rare, and Jolteon's a pretty good electric type. It's really fast, even if you only have Shockwave as your electric type move. Still pretty good.
Koga's gem. Oh no! Oh no!
This is fine. Are you dead? Is he dead to crit there? 38 Hypno versus 34 Arcanine. I don't think he's dead to crit.
No.
Yeah, no shot. I mean, now he is, but he's not going to play around it. 41 times 2 oftentimes is more than 72. But, yeah, he's going to stay in, so...
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, also, Flamethrower, more damage than Bite here. Bite is 60 base power, times 2 is 120. Flamethrower is 95, times stab bonus 1.5 is more than 120. So, should be using Flamethrower there instead of Bite. Unless you're, I guess, trying to get the flinches?
It wasn't that bad, but this is definitely a leave the gym.
Yeah, no, we're leaving the gym after this. Heal. I mean Team Rocket. No. Yeah, we're ready to go fight the bad guys and receive a free Lapras. Cool. Which knows Perish song, and I don't know if that's the best move for a Nuzlocke. After battling
You can just switch after using it. Yo, this rival fight is hard. He didn't show it at all.
countless grunts, we make it to the end of this labyrinth only to be met with Giovanni again. We open the battle with none other than our golden child, Spy Kids 3. Everything he throws at this Gyarados is nothing short of an obstacle designed for a champion, but as his tint changes from present to past,
yeah, paralyzed, staying in on that Rhyhorn, having a Venusaur in the back. Not sure how I feel about that decision. Paralysis doesn't make you slower, and, you know, there's always a chance to get killed by Rock Blast. People are going to say, hey, he got unlucky because he got hit by like 5 Rock Blasts there, or 3. Is 3 enough to kill him here? Maybe. Rhyhorn is pretty high attack, and he's higher, like 3 is probably enough to kill him here. Probably should have switched.
Spy Kids 3 met Giovanni's vicious.
Oh wow, 2 is enough to kill him here.
No, hold up. No!
What the fuck?
No!
2 is enough. Jan, say the people who already watched the video. Good one, guys.
Not Spy Kids 3! Death never gets easier. It can only grow more familiar. As one soldier falls, another will always take this place, as this bloody cycle will never cease to continue. Lapras can attempt to fill the Gyarados-sized hole in my heart, but nobody can replace what Spy Kids 3 means to me. Upon entering Koga's gem, we carried a slightly different energy, one that has been hardened by war and burdened by memories. Everything in his power to not get swept by the new heart of our team, but not even being over-leveled was enough for this wheezing to be exempt from a dying breath. With another gym badge acquired, the next stop for our bloodlust was none other than the illustrious Sabrina of Saffron City.
So, there's a lot of Pokemon that can solo this gym, I think. But if you don't have the right composition, she can be tough. Let's see what happens.
I'll let the gameplay speak for itself.
Oh, hold up. This is scary.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
Huge. Okay, we're subbing out real quick.
Okay, hold on. So that Psychic was probably a roll to kill him. So that's obviously dangerous. But what I'm more interested in is the fact that he has a almost unleveled Snorlax right here in the back who literally like clowns on this entire gym. It takes like no damage from Psychic. He's gonna go to Pidgeot, isn't he? Snorlax is like free if it's like a high level for this.
Quick, do not let it all end like this.
He's definitely dead to crit.
Oh no!
Wow, he's not even dead to. That's crazy. All right. So, yeah, Alakazam level 43 does a lot of damage. 10 levels ahead of his Snorlax too. Not really sure if he can get out of this, even with Lax. I guess we'll see.
These sports was my favorite one.
He's calm mining? No, this is worth it. Oh shit, he's so strong. He is so strong right now.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure you just... I'm pretty sure you 2 would KO with Body Slam. Yawn is definitely the wrong call here, but yeah, Snorlax does so much damage.
Oh my god! He is +3 special defense.
Why are we switching? Oh, that's why he killed the Pidgeot. He was already like +2. That makes sense. If he's like +2 there, I mean, you still have to go for the Body Slam on that Zam. I'm pretty sure you live 1 Psychic and then you sack, and then you can hopefully finish with something else. I don't know if he wipes here.
The whole run could end right here. Oh my god. No. Everything's okay. No future sight.
Yeah, this is like what you have to rely on, is him like not seeing the kill on Snorlax, because now he sees the kill on Arcanine, he'll start using Psychic again, right? But if you Future Sights or Calm Mind's there with your Snorlax out, you get the Body Slam off, you can potentially kill him. But, I mean, like, now you're throwing your weak Pokemon at it again, and he's going to start attacking again. He has a chance to not attack if your Snorlax is out.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh,
I like that. I like that.
I like
Can't
that.
like it.
So, yeah, he's a +4, what is it, +3 special defense. You're going to do no damage to this. Dig might actually do more damage. I'm not 100% sure.
We like that.
being asleep. I'm a big fan of
Okay.
it.
Not the full heal.
Full heal.
Not the full
Oh my
Man, that yawn was really worth it, huh?
Oh, please.
No.
Come on,
This is going to do
come on,
nothing unless he
come on.
crits.
Wicked hot dog. Hit him. Oh.
Oh no, he's +3.
He's dead. He's dead.
No, hot dog.
So close,
Not
so
hot dog.
No.
Virus, I'm sorry.
Can you please use the
We got a
Snorlax?
Parish song.
Can you please use the Snorlax? Wait, he had Perish Song. Wait, he knows he could just switch out. If this is her last Pokemon, why didn't he Perish Song way before this? You can just switch and not have your Lapras die. Oh my god.
For the greater good.
It's the only way.
Oh, was no items actually in the rules? I'm so sorry. Yeah, because I haven't seen him use items yet either. I totally missed that when it went through the rules. That's good, but he still is going to win here. He might lose more, but I mean, he should have seen the Perish Song win condition way the earlier. Before he lost either. I mean, like, you probably sack one. You have to sack one to pull it off, but.
Get out of here. No! No!
Yeah, Future Sight. So there goes the Perish Song win condition. True, his Arcanine did get healed. Wait, okay, so who said no items? Because you're banned. So ban this guy, this guy, this guy. The moment that Alakazam comes out, you go to Lapras, you Perish Song up, you go to your Snorlax, you spam your potions, and you win. You lose nothing. That was the play here. He got himself in a pretty unfortunate position, though. I'm actually very curious to see how he gets out of this, because this Alakazam now sees a kill with Psychic. I'm not really sure how he even survives. I don't know how he can win. Maybe Snorlax does it. Can Snorlax kill from there? I don't know if that's like the only win condition. Because even if he heals
no way
here,
Alakazam's not faster.
We can try it, but I don't know. It might.
He might
you're
Calm
definitely
Mind.
slower,
He might
and
Calm
he's
Mind
definitely
again.
going to kill you.
That's
Ooh, he
why-
goes Future Sight. Interesting. So AI is actually a little bit more stupid in this game than I thought. So him going for Future Sight here, it saves him the run.
You have to survive 3 turns.
It's
Just switch to
we can
Lax.
just buff my health.
Please just switch to
Come on.
Snorlax.
For the team. For the team.
Do you think he knows he
Come
can
on,
switch?
Just take one hit. I don't know. You're 10 levels under. There's no way.
Oh my god. Virus, no!
Goodbye.
He survives.
Oh my god, you're dead. Oh.
Yeah, I was like, this is a special defense tank, and this still goes down like that? No! I thought we were safe!
Oh my god.
I feel like I'm witnessing a historic moment right now.
You are! Everything
I mean, he
has
wins.
gone awful!
Oh god. Okay.
Dig
okay.
to survive? Yep.
Yeah,
Good play,
I'm
good
out,
play.
I'm out, I'm out!
The stall. The stall.
What the happened?
Oh, everything!
I just saw Wii Sports time. What the?
Bye-bye!
So cold,
Parents
we
down,
need you.
see ya! We made it! We made it out!
Oh my god.
I mean, that was hype. That was good content. But those are some awful plays.
Literally everything went.
Don't do this in your runs.
It took me 40 whole days to find the confidence to continue this disgraced run. I know that I can't put any of the blame on the game or my team, for it is my solemn duty as a trainer to guide them. And
True.
as soon as I accepted that, I
Very
realized
based.
that my title has not wavered over these past 40 days. My job is to finish what I've started and lead the remainder of my team to victory, as it's what they would have wanted.
Accountability.
So I collected a new team.
Ooh, this is a good ass team. That's what I'm talking about. Dodrio, sick as yeah, Cloyster's pretty good. Hypno, not bad, not bad. You got your Hitmonlee. That's a pretty good Pokemon. Pick the right one, too. This is a good ass team. He's got this, boys.
We pulled up on the Pokemon Mansion to catch a Coughing named Coughing, and that was it. Then Blaine said the funny thing before hitting 15 Fire Blasts in a row, which...
So yeah, Cloyster's special defense is ass, and so is its HP. Probably shouldn't be using it here.
No.
I think you could just easily dig and, well...
I don't think that's correct, Brayden. I think every time you've given me advice, it's been wrong.
It's a damage roll. It's a damage roll. I can't calculate these things.
I think he lives with just a little bit.
Crit.
Brayden, if Jolteon dies, it's your fault.
He's dead, right?
Jolteon dies.
Wait, did I let that Jolteon die? Perhaps. But this one was to prove that I can never trust advice from stream chat, the wiki, YouTube comments, or even my own friends. If I'm going to make a mistake, it better be my own mistake, and it definitely better be a larger mistake than I trusted one of my dearest friends. This wasn't too hard of a gym, but I really just monologue post time skip about how these two Pokemon were leading my team, only to let one die as a prank? What is wrong with me? You would think at this point that I'm done taking completely worthless risks, but I am unhinged. I simply do not care anymore. If this run is to succeed, it's because it was written in the stars. I will do what feels right in the moment, and after collecting a 7th gym badge, what felt right was building up a third of my team for the 3rd time. The game then guided us to the Sevi Islands, and with Clam Slam getting their Clam Slammed, we needed a new water Pokemon.
Ooh, Polyrath's pretty good.
We needed a Ice Beam, Flamethrower, Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, and Thunderbolt again. This was a successful casino raid and half of my Tuesday. But I'm not going to equip the TMs just yet. I'm gonna wait until we hit the Elite Four, so...
Good decision.
You know, something unfortunate doesn't happen. The only thing in our path now was the Viridian Gym, which we had to challenge Giovanni for our 8th gym badge. The Savoir has officially joined our team, as well as Coughing the Wheezing, and for some reason this one knows Explosion, and given how effective Perish Song was, we'll use it when the time's right. Anyway,
good decision. Explosion's a great move in Nuzlocke.
Collected all the gym badges this
because not only do you get a kill on something that you might not otherwise be able to kill, you also get a free switch afterwards because your Pokemon died. That's pretty good. Also, Giovanni's a joke.
We started walking towards Victory Road only to be greeted by Luigi 2's bloody hands. This was truly our last obstacle before our endgame. Even though we came out unscathed, it was a wake-up call to our 2nd and 3rd string team. We do not cover enough typings. We have nothing against flying, nothing against psychic, nothing against ice, nothing against electric, and nothing against dragon, except this one TM sitting in our bag. This was the point of the run where I really started to feel the sins crawling on my back. The careless amount of graves I dug have come back to bite me, as this team simply does not have the answers needed to become champions. So
this is actually a phenomenon that you observe a lot in Nuzlocke. If you play them a lot, your early mistakes in Nuzlocke tend to snowball into a run later on, right? So usually the way this goes in like the harder Nuzlocke that I do with like the ROM hacks and the Kaizo games and the hardcore rules with no items and no over leveling is you lose like one Pokemon early on, and that makes you weaker for a certain fight, which causes you to lose like 2 Pokemon on that fight, which causes you to be weaker for a later fight in the game, which causes you to wipe, right? So one mistake in your Nuzlocke can snowball into more and more difficult run. On the flip side of that, if you play really well early on, you preserve all your Pokemon, you don't make any mistakes, that snowballs into you doing really well because you have so many options for each fight to build a new team for each fight that you don't lose any mons at all, and then you have a critical mass of good encounters to just beat the game with. That's usually how Nuzlocke go.
Despite not catching any of the legendaries, we could still go to Zapdos' home of the power plant and find Goku, our little Magnemite, who happened to find 2 other Magnemite friends through grinding. With this new catch, we replaced Bird Up and set out to catch one last Pokemon in Victory Road, which we might as well use a Master Ball for. When we reached the other side of the cave, I handed out everyone's TMs to those who I felt could use them best. Before tackling the Elite Four, I studied the wiki and the trainers ahead in desperate hopes of finding any chance of survival. I elected...
Good decision. Good decision. You do want to use the resources that are available to you. If you'd like to play blind, that can be fun too, but obviously using all the resources that you have is a pretty important decision. This looks like a decent plan. Magnemite for this team seems okay. I don't really know how you lose. If you're fast enough, I guess. It depends on how fast this Magneton is. Hypno should be able to beat this. It might not be able to break through Machamp, but that should be fine. Wheezing for Agatha is an interesting point. The Lance fight looks pretty tough with only Poliwrath Ice Beam. I'm not really sure how you get past Gyarados. I guess you lead Magneton and hope that you're faster. Looks winnable to me.
A Pokemon or 2 per trainer, and then admitted that when it came to the champion that is Luigi 2, I try my best. I had a decent enough plan, but what it really came down to was if Coughing was ready to make a decision when the time called for it. With a heavy heart burdened by my own mistakes, my team of 6 Pokemon and their stupid idiot
I
trainer
just like to say this video has very good video game music choices.
marched into the Indigo Plateau as this was our first and final chance to come out as champions as this Pokemon Nuzlocke was about to end, one way or another.
Also, before we get into it, he has an option on his hands that he's not seeing, unfortunately, because he is playing with items. I've not seen him use it yet. I don't think he's going to use it. X items are the real reason you ban items in Nuzlocke. That is so broken. You just set up your Pokemon with a bunch of defenses, with a bunch of attack, with a bunch of speed before the fight, and then you sweep. It's so easy. So if he was using X items for this, this team could very easily beat the Elite Four in conjunction with potions.
The first name on our hit list was none other than Lorelei the Ice Trainer. Luckily, most ice types are also water types in this game, which is perfect for our young upstart Goku. They simply thunderbolted everything in their path, even when they only had 7 HP remaining. With Jinx being the only non-water type, it was time to switch Goku out. We tried a few options.
Why did he bring Onyx? Didn't he have something else? What did he box for this Onyx? Onyx is a terrible Pokemon. It literally has less attack than Oddish. It's so bad. He had Dodrio and he brought Onyx. Yeah, because, I mean, that's just a mistake. It's a good sack, I guess. Could have also gotten a fossil if you were really concerned with Charizard. You could have gotten, like, your Kabutops or your Omastar or whichever fossil you picked up. Aerodactyl could have been an option.
But this is the lamest piece of shit I've ever seen. I just kept getting frozen, kept getting put to sleep, kept getting frozen again, and then being told to deal with it. Despite switching multiple times, I had a relatively loud voice in my ear to switch out to Onyx. I insisted that Onyx is weak to ice, but this person who will go unnamed told me that I was wrong and that an Earthquake was the right play to kill Jinx.
What? Who the f*** were you talking to? Okay, I'm pretty sure an Earthquake doesn't even kill this Jinx. First of all, even Rock Tomb would be more damage, right? Second of all, you're 100% dead to Ice Punch. You're outsped. I don't even, I can't even begin. Okay.
This Onyx may be our only answer to Luigi Choose Charizard, but I was feeling frustrated. In a moment of weakness, I listened to someone's advice that wasn't my own.
Instead of, it's time for Mewtwo. It's time for Mewtwo. Oh yeah, that's why I was gonna say give the Quick Claw to Mewtwo, is because if you could proc Quick Claw and then have the Flint.
What did I say, Brayden? What did I say?
Who is this?
What did I say?
I thought that's sturdy.
Jesus.
Okay. Okay. So, couple things. First of all, let's assume that this was sturdy, okay, and that Onyx survives with 1 HP. Jinx is just faster and instantly kills you again, okay? Second of all, sturdy doesn't work that way in Gen 3, and not for another generation. It only starts working that way in Gen 5. In Gen 3, it only blocks one of KO moves. I don't even, I can't. I can't. No, oh, but if he had the Quick Claw, yeah. Yeah, the Quick Claw would have saved him for... Jesus Christ. Educational content, by the way. This is just a case study for you to learn about your... Anyway.
Jesus Christ. I'm never listening to you. Ever. Ever. Literally never. Not once has your advice ever helped me.
Well, we got a pretty bad Mewtwo there.
Despite all odds, and I mean a lot of odds, we managed to make it to Bruno with only a singular Pokemon missing.
Why didn't he just use
Magneton
in the first place?
More than I'd like, but here we are, having a great time. Learning from past experiences, if you have a Psychic type who spams Calm Mind, you can really just do anything. Our Phoenix stood tall in the face of Onyx and thought really hard before casting a mental hellstorm over everything that Bruno loved. And I'm not gonna lie, it felt good. When it came to Agatha, the Ghost Trainer, but she's like really just a poison type trainer. We didn't really have an answer. Ghost type is physical in this generation for some reason, so we just threw out the tank that is coughing, who happened to know Shadow Ball. When it came to Arbok, it would have been the perfect time to use a move like Earthquake, but you know, sometimes life has other plans. Surprisingly enough, our team is doing pretty well. Lance foolishly stood before us with an army of dragons against one tiny Poliwrath who happened to know Ice Beam. It was an effective strategy, but Dragonite is also really scary. He's
Yeah,
quite
that's
weak
gonna
to
do a
Ice
lot of
Beam, but his
damage.
flying type moves put him in an advantage for some reason over our beloved Savard.
Wait, he's faster. He just kills with Ice Beam, right? I don't know if he actually kills, though. It's non-stab, and Polyrath's special attack isn't
If
great.
I kept her for an additional turn, we would be missing probably the only remaining answer we have for the imminent Charizard. But before I could even think about that, I had to simply make it out of this battle. With my whole team in a
He locks himself into outrage. It's really good. You just heal here, and then you kill it.
panic state, I knew what I had to do. So I sent out coughing one last time.
Wait, why? Why?
Wait, I probably could have used Magnet.
Yep, true.
With
You could have.
Luigi 2 standing before us, we were but moments away from the curtains falling. This was our final battle, our final chance for victory, but more importantly, our final chance of redemption for all the stupid decisions I've made. So Luigi 2 opened this fateful battle with Pidgeot, which was a bad decision for him. I think he got a little pissed after that one, so he just went ahead and sent out his
Are you faster here? 91? You're probably not outspeeding this. Unless you have a shit ton of speed EVs, I guess. Which might be possible. I don't know what he grinded on. He probably just went to the daycare, right?
strongest Pokemon next. Knowing that Goku was nothing more than a piece of steel begging to be melted, we just tossed out Savard,
Polyrath switches
hoping
good
that
here
she
into
would
the
live
Fire
up to her
Blast.
name
Good miss.
somehow.
Nice.
Yeah, girl boss. It was a gruesome battle as the ace in our sleeve was one unfortunate crit away from losing the entire run for us all. It's always in moments like this where the worst possible outcomes become the reality.
He's not
So
in Blaze. That's
naturally,
good.
I challenged fate.
If it's a crit, can the other Pokemon do it?
No.
Wait, what move is he using here? He's using Fire Blast, right? Can you just heal until he misses and play around the crit that way? That's I don't know how many potions he has left, but oh, is he wing attacking? He used Fire Blast last turn though, right? No, he's wing attacking. Okay, never mind. In that case, yeah, it's all good. Then you kind of have to go for this. That's okay though.
But he's not going to crit.
The other answer would be to sack something that you don't need anymore for this fight, which I don't know what that would be. Maybe Venusaur. And then heal on the turn that switch to that, heal on the turn that it dies, and then Surf. But I don't know if that necessarily gets you much. You probably need that Pokemon to win, so.
Leave it all on this.
What did I say?
Nice.
The
Easy.
Charizard was absolutely the ace in his sleeve, but somehow we got lucky. As an enemy Alakazam approached the battlefield.
Yeah, I think you could have
so
played around
did
that crit, actually.
post-traumatic stress. Luckily, this Alakazam did not know Calm Mind, and even more luckily, Phoenix did. We literally just sat here while Luigi 2 handed us +6 special attack Hypno. And
You do have to be a little bit careful there, because the crits go through the special defense boosts of Calm Mind, so you need to keep in mind how much he does to like unboosted Hypno and stay above 2 times of that with your HP. So heal between like every Calm Mind or something is probably the right play.
it made me feel invincible. And perhaps a little bit arrogant.
Shake. Oh, bold.
He's dead, right?
Bold.
Coward. You're a coward.
Okay, well, we were very confident in that +6 Hypno.
Yeah, we were ready to sacrifice it.
Sure enough, Goku is here to right all the wrongs I create yet again. Luigi 2 then sent out his Rhydon, who was stanced up as if it was time to give our starter his very first moment in the spotlight in over 40 days. And to my surprise, this felt doable. Literally everything leading up to this moment would suggest otherwise, but here we are, with the lone executor standing in our path. Damn! Imagine if we had a Pokemon who knew Flamethrower. So with one final Hail Mary to throw, Funko Pop would put him to sleep so Savard could do what she does best and save the entire run.
Yes.
That's fine. We outspeed him.
Wait, how do we
win.
speed him?
We win.
Yeah, there's no
Yep,
way.
that's
We
it.
win again!
Nice.
We did it! Despite everything.
My very
Of our
first
fallen
Nuzlocke,
comrades.
despite having Brayden in the call, I still won.
And just like that, I have completed my second Nuzlocke, and god damn it do I feel proud. I took the
Good job.
high road.
He played well in the Elite Four. That was good. He built a pretty good team except for the Onyx. I don't know where the he brought that. He picked himself up. He didn't give up. He saw some win conditions. The Sabrina fight was pretty crazy. Well played. Can we get some claps in the chat for Alpharad? He would have done better if he hadn't listened to his friends. Maybe no items next time. What is the number one thing we learned? It's that this is the reason that I recommend Fire and Leafkin for your first games, because even if you play like that, you can beat that game. That's right. That's how we're ending the video. I suck at YouTube outros, so subscribe, like, comment, or some shit. I don't really give a crap. See you next time. Bye. That was an entertaining video. Alpharad's pretty funny.